players like Dolph Luque all the way up to Tony Perez. The reason a lot of those guys wound up in Cincinnati uniforms was because of the base that the Reds built in Cuba and in Latin America going back to the early decades.
This is the start of the Reds Man Cave. I've done some updates since last time I posted on here. Some people might have seen this before, some might have not. I obviously don't have money some people do have on theirs, but it's still fun to do regardless. I like to see everybody's collection regardless. I think it's fun.
Ed Roush was, in his time, considered one of the penultimate hitters. He won the National League batting championship in 1917.
I never played for Aries. Heck, if say to me, you know how much you're hitting? I said, hell no, and I don't care.
Roush was at his best again in 1919, a year that proved to be unforgettable in Reds lore. The backstory of 1919 began with a third-place finish the year before, under manager and legendary former pitcher Christy Mathewson. But shortly thereafter, World War I dealt the team a serious blow.
They had lost their manager, literally and figuratively. Christy Mathewson, who had managed the club in 1918, was injured.
These are all game-used baseballs.
The team couldn't find him. They couldn't get a status report on
Still
him.
my all-time
It was
favorite
quite a
pitcher, Johnny
difficult
Cueto.
situation They found themselves in, so very late in terms of getting close to the start of the 1919
Harvey Haddock's
season,
hometown
they signed
boy.
Pat Moran to manage the club.
Moran had begun his managerial career 4 years prior by leading the penniless Phillies to their first National League crown.
Granddad used to say that Moran had eyes in the back of his head. Just had a second sense about the mood, the attitude, the team itself.
Moran's 1919 Reds featured Heine Grove, who would hit .310 that year. And of course, there was that fiery center fielder who had won the batting title in 1917 and would do so again.
Ed Roush in particular, who was the star of that club.
He was a slugger.
This picture here was actually hanging in the Reds Hall of Fame before they changed it up.
Buoyed by their two big bats, Cincinnati surprised
That's Gapper.
everyone.
That's my dog. I named him after the Reds mascot.
He had talent there,
my
but
baby.
no one expected them to do a whole heck of a lot. The pitching staff turned out to be a revelation. Guys like Hod Eller and Slim Sallee, for example, were among the best pitchers in the league.
Eller, Sallee, and Dutch Ruther combined for 59 wins.
This is the jersey. Votto gave me right off of his back. It's a practice jersey. He signed it for me.
Their first National League pennant in franchise history.
They had a spirited pennant race with the Giants, but they won fairly decisively.
And of course, I got my J.J. Watt stuff.
Series, if you look at just the numbers on the printed page, it's kind of confusing as to why they were considered such heavy underdogs against the White Sox, because statistically, they matched up with them extraordinarily well.
Fact is, the Reds had 8 more wins than Chicago, but the White Sox had won the title 2 years prior and had bigger names than Shoeless Joe Jackson and 29-game winner Eddie Seacott.
It was considered to be no contest. In fact, it was the best out of 9.
Oh, it's actually Tom Browning's perfect
And the
pitch game.
sportswriters predicted
There's
that
his
the
ticket from it.
Sox, they'd probably take it in the first 5 games.
Only the people in Cincinnati, I think, gave their own team a chance to win. "Quote unquote," our Reds can knock off the White Sox.
Of course, I got my J.J. Watt area.
Cincinnati did win game 1
Some
on their
Luka.
home turf, but Chicago
And the
looked
future
ragged.
GOAT.
Whispers of a White Sox fix were buzzing everywhere.
The performance of the Sox in losing Game 1 was not very artful. The errors were blatant. This was an open secret among those who were in the know.
The Reds also captured Game 2 and then won 2 of 3 in Chicago to take a commanding 4-1 series lead.
Cincinnati was all set for a celebration, and Grandfather was convinced they were going to win Game 6 and it would be over. There's their 5 games, they're done.
But the Sox suddenly came alive to win Game 6 and 7.
One of my favorite
putting
pieces
Hod
that I
Eller in the
have
spotlight for Game 8. And
is
suddenly,
my
he
Todd
was
Frazier
approached
ball
by a
signed
man
by
with a
him
plan and plenty
and the rest of the
cash.
team, Little League team, when he was 12 years old.
He said, "This
And
is
then,
yours."
of course, I got my Todd and Teddy picture signed by both of them as well.
Dad said, "What did you tell him?" He said, "I told that so-and-so, if ever I saw him again, I'd hit him right on the end of the nose with my fist."
Eller promptly pitched a complete game for his second win of the series, and the Reds prevailed to capture their first World Championship.
Well, I about beat them 10-5. And I never thought anything more about it.
But suspicion that Chicago threw the series lingered into the following
Grade A
season,
and Sparky.
and the validity of the Reds' title was in question. By the end of the 1920 campaign, 8
Jamie's
Chicago
base.
players were suspended
Signed by
and would
Todd.
eventually be banned from baseball for life.
Scooter batting
The
gloves.
repercussions of this scandal were felt in the Queen City.
Certainly for the city, in particular Gary Herman, the club's owner at the time, I think it hurt badly. This wonderful, joyous thing it now carries a big old asterisk. More than anything else, I think the players felt that it didn't matter, that whatever the White Sox players did or didn't do, they felt they won fair and square.
It was also a Scooter's
Men
4
like
home run
Dave
game.
Roush, who played in that series, went to their graves saying the Reds were the better club, and it should not have defied anyone's belief or even expectation that the Reds would win.
The Reds were never credited with the true win of the 1919 World Series. They had a 6.86% winning season. And that's even better than the Big Red Machine in the 70s. It's the best team Cincinnati ever fielded.
So this is my main sitting room. And then this room here is still a work in progress. I still got some of my old music stuff in here. Still working on the bar area. I don't even drink, but it's still cool to have. Huge Pez.
The club was very competitive, especially in the early 1920s, but they could never quite get over the hump. They finished second, they finished third, never again won another pennant in that time period.
After finishing second 3 times and third twice in the 20s, the Reds began to spiral downward with a
More Trout.
new decade, and the despair went beyond their
Tebow.
record.
In the early 1930s, the Reds were owned by a gentleman named Sidney Wild, who had the misfortune of owning probably the worst team in baseball during the Great Depression. I mean, this is not a recipe for success. Wild goes bankrupt, and actually for a period of time,
Riverfront seats. Section of 4 of them with the brackets. Got a good deal on those. And my poster signed by Junior and Senior. Need to get it reframed. That's why it's not currently hanging.
Fortunes changed in 1934 when local entrepreneur and icon
And that's about it.
bought the Reds and rescued them from
So it's still a work in progress. I still got some stuff to do, but
Larry McPhail
hopefully all you guys will also show me
franchise.
some of yours, what's going on. I love seeing them, no matter how big, small, whatever. I love to see how you guys decorate and sell your collection. It's still fun to see, do, get ideas from. It's a great idea. All right, have a great night, everybody.
Try